Hey, what's going on guys? Phil here. Just before the video starts, I wanted to make a quick little side thing so that, you don't see this at the end of the video or you kind of know going in. This was a Cube Warlock coaching session video with at the Juicy Zeus, and at least in the first two, probably three games, um, I didn't do quite so well. Um, Most of my coaching, all the games, previous that have gone up on the channel, every other session, I felt have been pretty good. I've had good talking points. I was able to explain why I was choosing certain lines of plays over other lines. Um, but in this one, when I was going through for editing, I'm not sure exactly what felt off, but something felt a little bit different. I felt maybe like I was kind of distracted while we were recording, and some of my decisions, some of my explanations weren't as good as I would typically hope for them to be. I still do think, especially towards the end, and when we're talking about, there's probably still good information within the matches, so I feel comfortable releasing the video, even though I didn't, this wasn't as high quality of coaching as I typically would like to put out. Um, but Cube Warlock is pretty good in the current meta, um, and so it's topical. And even though I was a little bit off, I feel like it's still worthwhile content. So I just wanted to put that little warning out before we get into the actual coaching session. Make sure to like the video, comment the video, subscribe, join the Discord, everything like that. If you want coaching, join the Discord, send me a PM or send a message in general chat, anything like that. And yeah, so with that out of the way, enjoy the video, guys, and I will see you next time. So, we're running a Tal'Daram list. That's cool. I really like the Tal'Daram lists personally, because there's not too many really good 3-mana cards for Warlock. Because basically the only thing we're giving up is like potentially Shadow Bolt.
Yeah, and I think like the meta is pretty light on silencers right now.
Yeah, I definitely think this is definitely a standard Q block. I'd like the Tal'Daram versions more. There's ones that also include the Howlfiend to do the Howlfiend treachery stuff, but that messes up
Yeah,
your possessed lackeys, so I think that's really bad.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like a different deck altogether, right?
There's separate versions of both, but there was a few lists that tried to combine them, and then it turned out that it was really bad.
Okay,
But
makes sense.
for a day or two last month, there were a bunch of people trying out Howlfiend Q block, and it was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
But yeah, this looks really good. How much like practice or experience do you have with Q block?
I didn't play much. I played a lot of even Nork, so I don't think Q block's too hard. Uh, I think I think it's a pretty like average difficulty. I think it should be fine, but just want to see like I definitely like don't have that much experience. Probably like 20 games.
Okay, well, let's just hop in. We'll do a couple games with this list and see how it goes, and then we can go from there.
Okay.
There's really not that much that I'm looking to change from the list you linked, though. That
Yeah,
was very standard.
I think Q block is like very it's like very hard to change cards. The only cards are like Umbra and like Tal'Daram, but right now I think it's good because there's like not that many silence.
Yeah, there's not very much silence or transform going around, so it's really strong. Alright, so Spectator didn't break, that's a good start. Alright, so against Warrior, we're most likely looking at like an odd Warrior, so I would probably ditch Tal'Daram Doomsayer, because those are both two, like, Tal'Daram's not super useful, Doomsayer is not going to be good for the matchup. Hellfighter is okay to keep, just if you want to hedge your bets towards something weird. I think if you knew it was Odd Warrior, you'd throw away Hellfire too.
Yeah, I think it's like 100% Hellfire. I mean 100% Odd Warrior.
Okay, then I would get rid of Hellfire as well and just keep Giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, like every other warrior kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's
Like
kind of true.
Rush Warrior is pretty bad.
Yeah, I tried making Rush Warrior work for a couple days. That didn't go super
Yeah,
well. But against Odd Warrior, this is like a heavily favored matchup. It just takes a long time to
yeah.
get there. Nice.
I would actually usually tap here instead of playing the one drop.
Yes, I agree. You can always weave in the one mana guy at a different time.
Yeah,
But against Odd Warrior, basically we find our skull. If skull lands, then we can like if it doesn't get weapon removed, then we
yeah,
just try
pretty
and get
much.
as many Doom Guards as possible. In this matchup, we don't have to worry about being defensive at all, because there's really no way they kill us. Especially since he's not running Quest.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that people are still playing non-Quest Odd Warrior, because you don't really have a win condition with this deck. The Quest just seems like auto-include at this point, because it gives you something to do against control decks.
yeah. Uh, if I tap here, I have 10 cards, so I could
Yeah.
just play the one drop.
Yeah, I would start with one drop and we'll see where we can go from there. Okay, I'm fine with just passing, and then we can set up for our giant. And then, as long as these little guys live, we can chip through the armor so that Shield Slam doesn't kill our giant by itself.
Hmm.
Ooh.
It's, it's fine. Double trading is annoying, but I think it's still the play, right?
Yeah, it's still a play. It just opens it up to being Shield Slammed, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Our hand is shaping up to be really good, though.
Yeah,
Now, Umber's normally used for, like, cube turns, and against Odd Warrior, they're going to give us a ton of time, so I think we can save it. But,
yeah, I agree.
it's sometimes worth considering going, like, Umbra to set up for a Possessed Lackey.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like you said, he doesn't really have a win con, so I could just coin out the lackey.
Yeah, I think so. One thing that we didn't really consider, in this matchup, your Void Lords are, like, pretty bad. You're mostly looking to just get Doom Guards. So sometimes, like, if your draw is good enough, which ours is, like, mediocre but good, so we could consider it, sometimes it's best not to play out your lackeys and not to play out your Void Lords at all if you can avoid it,
Right, right.
because then you guarantee the pool. But I guess this baited out of silence, which is good. Doesn't have that for cube later, and they typically only run one.
Hmm.
So at this point, we're mainly looking for Skull of the Minari and Cube. So I'd probably just tap. Once we get into around 12, 10 cards is when we probably stop tapping.
If I tap, I have to play like Doomsday, right?
Yeah, so we would just be tapping to try and get towards what we need and then Doomsaying.
Yeah,
And then if you want, you can get the two-face damage in. That's what I would do, I
yeah.
think.
No point trading.
Ooh, okay.
Hmm.
So, we don't have that good of a play this turn. Odd Warrior definitely runs Super Collider, so I think we're going to save this Ooze for Super Collider.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just
Um,
like Celiacs.
yeah, I think Ziliax is probably your safest play. Get something out of our hand, he still has to run stuff into it so we get the lifesteal from it. The That feels pretty bad though.
Yeah, I mean, like, during this time without the weapon, it's pretty clunky.
Okay, so this worked out pretty well.
Oh yeah, I forgot he has rush.
That's unfortunate. Something we can consider is, because it looks like this game is probably going to be going really late, we could faceless this to get the extra 6/9 into our deck, especially considering we don't really have a good play.
Sure, I like that. It would be like just like Defile or like Spellstone.
Nice.
Yeah, because if we Spellstone, I think we want to save it for something bigger.
Yeah, we want to save it for like the 6/9s that come out, and then
Mm-hmm.
we also, this match is almost always going to go to fatigue, so damage is going to actually matter. So
Mm-hmm.
the 7 life steal could come in handy. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm just looking at probably like Lackey.
Uh-huh.
Eh, that's okay, I guess.
Yeah, it takes it out of the pool. Maybe it's bad because it thins out your deck a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, well, he killed it, so I think our plan is probably just to Gul'dan this turn after we trade in the 1/3s. We don't get a lot of
Okay,
value from the Battle Cry, but it means we get to get the hero power for a long, long time.
sure.
Let's see if there's anything else.
With other play, you could like file, and then play the Daihon.
Yeah. Hmm. That's probably better, because... Yeah, I think that's probably better. We'll
Mm-hmm.
get to get a little bit more value out of our Battle Cry from Gul'dan later. I do think we want to play that out pretty early this game, though, just to get the hero
The
power.
healing, yeah.
This can be a difficult matchup, because, like, you're favored, but we didn't draw Minari at all, so it's going to be a lot more difficult to get damage in. And then, like,
Yeah,
you have to actually worry about fatigue a lot. We also haven't used any brawls or anything like that.
yeah. Well, like, I think his hand is like clunky too. It probably has a lot of removal.
Hmm.
We could, go down now.
Yeah, I think I'd probably just get with Gul'daning. We get a Void Lord and some Void Walkers back. And now we get to start using the good hero power. Especially because he's Odd Warrior, like, it doesn't help because he happened to roll the Discover a Mech, so he's going to have minions for a while. But
Mm-hmm.
this 3 damage face, if we can afford to hit a face every turn, is going to make a big difference.
Yeah, and he's like minions are pretty low health.
Yeah. This is probably looking like a clear, I would think. Yeah, there we go. The good
That's
thing
one
is,
draw.
too, now that he went into Dr. Boom, his Reckless Flurries become a lot worse, because once he uses one, it's really difficult for him to use the other.
Yeah, he can't have armor.
Hmm.
I can just like swing and then suck.
Yeah, I think that's the turn. We're basically just looking for Skull or Cube at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever he decides to play out a weapon, we have the Ooze, which is good.
I doubt he'll use it for um, like when we're when we're having one minion.
Yeah. Ooh. That's a really good one for him.
Yeah, he gets a lot of value, and he has like his 6 hard cards in front.
Okay.
Well, okay, how about this? I Umbra, yeah,
Hmm.
and then I'll Taldrum the 2/2.
I think that we need to try to save Umbra to get extra Doom Guards with Cube, but I do think that ramming this is pretty good.
Okay,
I don't think that we have enough damage late game though if we don't have our cubes go off with Doom Guards.
sure,
And then I think we probably just eat this, right, and then give him a 7/7,
sure,
and then see what he does. At the very least, if he like hits us in the face, we can just lifesteal kill it with the Spellstone later on.
sure.
Our hand has a lot of like AoE removal, which isn't very useful in this matchup. This could be his second owl. Okay, shield slam. Is he
That's
gonna
pretty
double
good.
slam this?
No, he's already used one slam on the giant.
Oh, right. Okay, this might be a super glider turn then, because then he gets to trade 7/7s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay, that's
okay.
the second one. I could, mm, I could ooze a Godfrey clear, or I could.
Hellfire Defile clears.
Does it? Um,
I think the play is probably just Hellfire Defile and then Suck Face.
1, 6, 8.
Oh, I mean Suck the 7/3, my bad.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I say the ooze and our clears are pretty bad.
Yeah. Got two very like situationally useful cards out of our hand, so. It also means that he probably runs Azalina, so eventually he won't get those cards.
Mm-hmm.
Him playing this Meat Wagon is good for us, because if it pulls a minion, it helps us in the Fatigue War. Because we're already losing it, but that'll help us catch up a little.
Mm-hmm.
And also he's gonna mill a card for no reason.
Oh, there
Ooh,
we go,
nice.
finally. We still have no cube.
That's okay. I think we start with sucking the Meat Wagon and seeing what pops out. If anything pops out.
No.
Nope, okay. I think we can hold Skull to try and wait for
The
Cube if you
Yeah,
want.
that's what I think, yeah.
Okay, I like that then. We can just pass turn.
Like him doing 3 damage is useless. So.
Yeah. So we have 2 cubes, a Dark Pact, a Doom Guard, and a Void Lord. And then
Mm-hmm.
2 other cards.
He has 60 health.
Okay, so there's the second Doom Guard. So I think at this point, especially because we're gonna mill, we
have
just
to,
play out the
yeah.
weapon.
Suck the 3/6.
Yeah. Set up to kill that next turn with a hero power. This is good too, we've been able to save these spell stones. Oh, damn.
That's really bad because we can't play the Doom Gods now.
Okay. So, 7. We're 1 damage off of clearing the 5/14.
I mean, you could double spellstone it to clear it. I don't know if that's worth it.
Oh, okay. I think that we just Hellfire Doomsayer suck the 514, because the
Yeah.
Doomsayer, he can hit in with the 5 and then use his little rushy dudes, but that means that we're saving the 5 attack phase. And then at some point we're just gonna have to play out a Doomguard and hope it doesn't discard stuff. That's important. Him having the ooze for the weapon makes this a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, we also have a giant left in our deck too. Yikes, okay. Alright, so Godfrey deals 4. If you suck this, he goes to 5, so then you have 1, 2, yeah.
Don't really have any clears.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably just like giant suck the 5/8, and then next turn we set up for a Godfrey clear. And then going forward, we can use our 2 spellstones that to heal up a lot, so taking this damage doesn't really matter.
We still have one Void Lord as well, I think.
Yeah, we do. Steel Rager, okay. Oh, he cleared all of the 1/1s for Godfrey.
Yeah.
That's okay, I guess. He is out of dragons in his hand. Okay, so
If I spellstone to...
I'm thinking we just have to.
next turn.
I think we just have to spellstone kill the 6/9, right? And then I think. Do you think it's worth playing out the Umbra?
I mean, like, what's our win con? Because if he, like, he's gonna trade.
Yeah, I think we need that to combo later, I guess.
Like,
basically,
like,
our win condition right now is we eventually clear his board to where we get a semi-free turn of him not doing much. Then we go Doomguard, hope it doesn't discard Cube, and then we can start trying to combo off with that, especially now that he's out of shield slams.
He still has one more brawl though, so
that is true.
It's gonna be rough.
Yeah. But okay, so game plan is we clear his board, which just got a lot harder. But we clear his board, we play Doomguard. It doesn't discard Cube or Umbra. We hit the Doomguard face. He's out of shield slams, out of Smolder Lancer Execute guys. So our Doomguard lives through a turn, and then we go off with Spirit Singer, Cube, shenanigans. But first we have to get through actually surviving, which just got a lot more difficult.
Yeah. I don't know even how to clear this, because, let's see.
If we set that, that is not enough. I think our play has to be Spellstone, kill the
6/9.
Oh, actually,
Are you thinking of playing the Ooze? Because that seems clear.
I think if we Spellstone the 6/9, but then suck something else, that sets up really well for our Godfrey as long as we're still alive. Does that leave us enough health?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so we just set up for Godfrey next turn. Him rolling discover a mech is really bad for us. He keeps getting that over and
Yeah,
over again. Okay, so that does not matter at
that
all.
full
That's actually good
quiz.
for us.
Yeah, that full quiz now.
Yep, so we just got free and then hit him in the face.
Hmm.
Sweet. Alright, so we're bringing it down to the wire, but we still have a... We actually still have a win condition, so... Alright.
Um, okay, there you go.
Yep. Let's try it. Nice.
Let's
Okay, so you trade into his guy, and then you hit him face. And then we hope that this lives, and if he kills
What
it, then
if
we
what
lose.
if I cube it right now?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I like that actually.
He's already silenced once, right?
Yeah, he already used an owl, so he might have a second, but
If he does, then GG.
yeah, at that point, there's not much we could do. Okay, that doesn't do it.
Yeah, he could have killed it.
Yeah, he would have been able to kill it, so this was really good.
Ooh. Okay.
Alright, so Umbra,
Umbra.
trade into the 1/3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then killed your cube. Or no, you have to dark
Like
pact it
Dark
first.
Pact?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right. I see. Go face.
He has a
After
brawl
all.
left, so I think that
Okay.
we want to clear to play around brawl. So you clear, then you cube again. It'll go off because of the spirit singer. So put cube. Ooh, you should have put it all the way to the left to play around super collider.
Damn.
Because now his super collider plus brawl will most likely clear everything. So you have to trade and then hit face. Yeah, I think that positioning, because he can super collider, kill the cube, and then brawl. Oh. That was not the hit that I expected.
Okay. We actually 5, 10.
What the hell?
5, 10. Oh, what?
That was not very well done.
I still think we lose though.
I was gonna say, the problem is I think it's gonna be good enough, but so you have 5/5 face, and then you hero power him, and then
Do I actually kill one or no?
I think you dark pact one and just play the other Doom Guard.
Yeah.
And hope that he doesn't have an answer somehow. Even if he doesn't have an answer though, that 7 armor is gonna be really important, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure where we went wrong this match. I guess our entire game plan kind of needed him not to have that ooze. But I wonder what we could have done instead.
Like maybe we could have, I don't know, our draws were really bad.
Alright, that's game. That's unfortunate. Trying to think back of what we could have done differently. Because we dedicated pretty hard to the Skull of Minari working out. But like...
Maybe we could have, I don't think we could have even, maybe the only other play was like, if we DK'd a bit later.
Yeah, that's
to
true.
kind of like win board.
Yeah. I don't know. That felt... I feel like we should have been able to find a way to win that game, but I'm not quite sure where.
Yeah, I think like maybe if we got a bit more DK value just to force another brawl. But even then, like we drew so many dead cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like super unlucky. Should I queue again?
Oh yeah. We can just jam a couple games. I don't really have anything I want to change from this standard list, so
Okay.
we'll
Yeah,
just be.
I think because we were playing like who can use the less useless card, he kind of just won because we had like all clears and like nothing to really set up the board.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay. So I think we just keep Lackey, throw everything else back.
Yep.
None will survive.
I think this is a good matchup.
Yeah, I think this is probably fairly good. It depends on if he's the more aggressive version or not. But we have a lot of healing, so.
Just tap here.
Yep. Our hand is looking really strong. So we have two different choices. We can either go tap Kobold, or we can get a 3/3 just on board.
Hmm.
Typically, I think I would just go tap Kobold, but a 3/3 is meh.
Yeah. I can see the tempo play because like he just trades and then pings for
Yeah,
at least one turn.
that opens us up to. Does that set anything up good for us or no?
Not really because we don't have a turn 4, right?
Yeah, we don't really have a turn 4, so I think we probably just tap Kobold.
Mm-hmm.
It's also worth considering holding the Kobold to stick with Defile, but I think I like just getting the card draw.
Oh, that was
Ooh,
lucky.
especially since we hit that. That's pretty big.
And because
Okay, he's playing really slow too, so.
we didn't Taldrum, now we can Mountain Giant, right?
Yep. And then his only real answer to this could be Voodoo Doll.
How much mana is Virgil? Like
3.
yeah, so he couldn't even ping it off.
Alright.
How do you like just facelessing this?
I like just facelessing it, yeah.
The only clear he has is like Dragon's Fury, but that might not even clear.
Yeah, so his Dragon's Fury isn't guaranteed to clear both, and we haven't seen enough from him yet. I think the Tar Creeper means he's probably the less aggressive version, but some of the aggro versions don't even run Dragon's Fury, Flame Strike, any of that stuff.
Hmm.
I think having the Tar Creeper probably means that he's a little bit later game focused, though.
I think he's going for it.
Yep.
Yep.
So let's see if he high rolls the 7.
Yep.
Unlucky. That's fine, yeah. Just Lackey.
2 Void Lords as well, so.
Lackey is gonna make sure that we get a Doom Guard, which is pretty good for us. As long as we don't top deck the Doom Guard. Nice, alright, so.
Hmm. How do you like Hellfiring this? Because, like, oh, actually, no, it doesn't work.
If we go trade Hellfire and then we can Tal'Daram the Doom
becomes,
Guard that comes out.
Sure, I like that.
I think I'm okay with that. Oh, you gotta do this attack first so that it trades. So this damages our Doom Guard, which feels a little bad, but we get a Tal'Daram copy, so.
pressure a bit. This means that 2 Doom Guards will die for our Gul'dan as well. So our Gul'dan's getting pretty
Yeah.
whooped up.
Like, he has to clear this board and stabilize before we do Void Lord, so
Oh dang,
I
he
think
actually gets
that's
the
a
full
pretty good
clear.
answer. Yeah. Okay. I can just defile.
Yeah, so I'm definitely looking at Defile. I think we can probably just tap first and see what we get though.
It's pretty good.
Ooh, okay, yeah, so I like Defile. And then I'm okay with trying to set up the Umbra. Just cause we'd be able to get it to proc on our Void Lord, which is really good.
Okay, well, do you mean like play it now?
Yeah, so he would need to waste a clear on one minion, which is pretty good for us.
Yeah, it's just like usually when that happens, I kind of like hold it because oh, he thought he'd full clear.
I don't.
He thought he could.
Yeah, he thought he could ping.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so this is a pretty easy Void Lord, right? Or do you want to try and Spellstone this down?
Hmm. What does Spellstoning do though? He just
He's just gonna ping it down anyway.
mhm.
Yeah, so I like just Void Lord.
Okay. Yeah, but what I was gonna say was like maybe I just punch this actually, because if he trades,
Ooh, okay, I like that, yeah. Plays around him being able to trade into the Void Lord and get everything.
yeah, like what I was thinking was because I play Void Lord on mine, then next time if he doesn't kill it, I can just Umbra and cube.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Alright, so I think we just trade
Play
a
a lot of
1/1
Void
into
Lord.
the Baron. And then probably just take this double trade to get rid of the 1 health minion on our side. And then, yeah, I'm good with just Void Lording.
Okay, we just need DK now.
Yep, pretty much. Ooh, that's annoying.
That's his. Is that his first or second?
That's his first.
Okay.
Him drawing cards is actually good for us, though, because it's
Mhm.
evening up the fatigue.
Okay.
2, 3, just do it. So, a super defensive play we could do is like cube Void Lord and then cube the cube to get the 2 Void Lords. And then we could trade these Void Walkers into the 3/6 to make room. Do we need to make room? Let's see, that would be... Oh, we don't even have to make room. So I think the play is probably just double cube.
There's also consideration in just single cubing because he doesn't have silence, right?
Yes, he does not have silence. That's true. But the
Or
double cube
polymorph.
kind of plays around Flame Strike. The single cube, we take a lot of face damage if he has Flame Strike.
Okay, yeah, I actually agree with that. But I'll trade first.
Yeah, so we have to have enough spaces to get all of our Void Lords. There we go. Cool.
Time melts away.
Ooh, damn. It's actually pretty nice.
We could just Spellstone, trade the 1/3 into that probably.
Okay.
I think, yeah, Spellstone, trade the 1/3. And then our
Can I
hand
tap
is...
that?
Ooh, wait, what do we want to do if we... What if we wanted to fit a Hellfire in here to clear everything? That would put that to 5. Oh, okay, how about this? How
Mm-hmm.
about we trade the 1/3 in, we Hellfire, we trade
Uh,
the cube in, and then we hit face with both, and then we can either tap, or we can just Doomguard and hope not to discard the Spellstone.
okay. And can you say that again? So trade 1/3 into 7/8?
Yep. And then
4,
we
6,
Hellfire.
7.
Oh yeah, the ordering of this doesn't matter. Oh wait, yeah, it does actually.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see what you mean. Hellfire?
Yeah, we're still dedicated to this, I think. That's really unfortunate, though. And then we can either tap, or we can tempo Doomguard, and as long as the Doomguard doesn't hit Spellstone, we're happy. But he's probably going to AoE this, so I think we just tap.
Okay.
Because now that Flame Strike clears 2 minions instead of just damaging the 4/6s, that makes it a lot more likely that he goes for it.
Okay,
so he
so
still
it
has
wouldn't
Flame
have
Strike
mattered
in there.
anyways.
Yeah,
It wouldn't have mattered anyways, but yeah.
that's true, that's true. So hopefully it just plays out a minion, and we can Spellstone plus Doomguard this turn.
Oh, he was holding it the whole time.
I'm surprised he decided to play it out, to be honest. Okay. So,
Sure.
I'm looking at probably just... We can save the Spellstone, or we can use it now, depending on how you feel your discard is going to go. But I think we probably are playing Doomguard this turn, unless you want to wait for this to get AoE'd.
I kind of like just spellstoning it and then going face and with Doom Guard and everything else.
Okay. I like that too. It doesn't play around AoE, but if he doesn't have another AoE, then it's really good.
I mean, he has the top deck Flame Strike, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Nice, neither of those mattered. Okay, I'm overall pretty happy with that turn. And then hopefully this Doomguard somehow lives. Also, at any point, our Gul'dan is just really good, so hopefully we draw
Like,
into that.
if he Flame Strikes, he still can't ping it off. So he needs, like...
I don't actually think there's a clear for this.
Okay. Okay, he can 2 turns set it up with, like, Blizzard. Oh, sorry, with Flame Strike now.
Yeah. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage, which is not enough.
He still has to get through all the 1/1s. How do you like just playing Giant and then going face?
I think I like that. We can use this Kobold as a starting point for Godfrey too if we need to.
Yep.
And then I think I'm okay tapping here because we're really looking for the Gul'dan.
Like, unless he has, like, Flame Strike, I think this is really good.
Nice, that's not Flame
good.
Strike. So he's gonna lifesteal for 4. But we have 8, 9, 14. So we actually win right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a good play. Like, the only like, play we lost to there was, like, Flame Strike, because
and
then you
even
could
then
ping
we
it
weren't
off.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. Cool.
Okay.
That was a really good spot. I think I was really inclined to trade those 1/1s to try and avoid him getting another Water Elemental.
Yeah, well, like, I was thinking, because the bodies were, like, he couldn't get through it last turn, right? He used the 2 damage clear, and he couldn't get through it, so chances are he had to just, like, trade.
Yeah.
And that, like, 3 heal, 1 heal is, like, nothing. Okay, priest. Pretty sure priest is like bad.
Yeah,
in a
priest
matchup.
can be bad. They don't typically run ooze though, so at least if we get our skull up, it's
Mhm.
probably gonna stay.
I would mulligan everything.
Yep.
Okay. We're not getting our DK or our weapon.
Yep. I like just doing that.
Yep.
Okay. So our hand is not super good against priest. We have 3 different clears, but at least we have a lackey in there at the end.
Mhm. Tap.
Yep, just tap. And then Umbra's pretty good, especially with Tal'Daram. Basically, if we pick up a cube, we're in a really good spot, because our... Okay, so it's Cloning Gallery Priest. So we have to try and stay at a relatively high life total, if we can.
Mhm.
So, I would actually be okay with Prince Tal'Daramming this, but I'm
Okay.
trying to think... Because if he's Cloning Gallery Priest, that means that later on we can Tal'Daram either like a Lich King or a Malygos, or something like
Yeah.
that, and that can be
Like
really,
a
really
Malygos
big.
Hellfire might be lethal.
Yeah, so I think I like saving that. We're at 9
Okay.
cards. So,
Just pass.
yeah, probably just pass. Hit the
No need to
two-face,
trade,
yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, because he's not gonna... He'll trade in for us. Yeah, I guess we'll just pass. This
Like he
Tal'Daram
wants
should be
his
pretty
stuff to
big in
play.
this game, though.
Yeah.
We just have to worry about getting lethaled, basically, at any point after turn 9.
This is yuck.
Yeah.
Could just Doomsayer, like useless card.
Yeah, I'm either thinking just Doomsayer, or we can set up the Umbra, because that list doesn't typically run Pain, so dealing with the Umbra should be pretty difficult, and then we can coin Possess Lackey next turn.
Sure, I like that actually. That's a lot of tempo. Like, in an unfavored matchup, I like that. Just like, go for aggressive plays.
Yeah.
What can you do? Double coin? No, he only has 1 coin. Okay, that's good. Ooh, okay.
Alright,
I still think that's the play though.
yeah, I think that's the play, because we can potentially... It's a 50-50 for a Doomguard, and if we hit Doomguard, we get to kill that Lyra. So, 50-50? Nice.
Nice.
Cool. And then Mass Hysteria has a chance not to kill Umbra, which would be pretty crazy. Dang.
No.
Well, at least we still
That
get
was
a Void Lord
still
out of
pretty
it.
good, yeah.
So I'm looking at probably just Skull.
Okay, I like that.
Lyra? Okay. So we have another 50-50 to kill this Lyra.
Well, we can 100% kill it if we spellstone it.
Yeah. Okay, so we hit
Okay.
the Void Lord. So... I think we probably just Spellstone trade, and then next turn we set up... Our Doomguard will come out for free, we can cube it, and then we can Tal'Daram the cube.
Mm-hmm. Do we tap here? I think we tap.
I think we tap too, because we're gonna be playing Blood Reaver Gul'dan fairly soon.
Mm-hmm. He's had Lyra dying.
Oh, he used a Scream already. That's really good.
He visions as well though, so he could have 2.
That one came from Visions, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so I think we just hit face, cube, Tal'Daram it. Because then next turn, if this doesn't get screamed, then we can Hellfire to pop our Tal'Daram cube.
Oh, true. Okay. Please no scream. Oh no. No. That was an instant pick, dude. Oh.
Oh. That feels
So I think we're definitely tapping.
Well, that's good.
Oh, that's really good.
So we get one Doom Guard, 100%.
Yes.
Because he killed one with Mass Hysteria. Okay. How much damage are they? 8.
We have to worry about that Obsidian statue
11.
killing your 8/8 though. We did kind of
Oh,
forget
yeah,
about the
true.
entire idea of Tal'Daramming a Malygos.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Spirit Lash, yeah.
okay, yes. So, well, we wouldn't have got the chance.
Yep, something we probably just Gul'dan now that he used Spirit Lash, which is a big board clear.
We have 2. That's good.
And then if these don't get Psychic Streamed, we can cube that one again.
Yep. Five, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay.
Okay, so...
Oh, wow, what?
That was really unlucky. Jesus.
That's both of them.
Yep.
Well, we have nothing to cube, right?
Yeah, not really. There might be a Doomguard in our deck that got Psychic Streamed, but I'm not positive. I'd be okay with just hitting and then cubing this, though.
Yeah. We still have one more cube as well.
Yeah, so I'm okay with probably... Do you want to Dark Pact this? Or do you want to want the cube?
It's 4 damage. I kind of like...
I think I'm okay with just not proccing it yet.
Yeah, I like that
The thing
too.
about proccing it, though, is if he gets another Psychic Stream, because he's only used 2 so far, then we get 2 Void Lords instead of a cube in our deck.
Sure, actually, yeah. And this presents on board rather than 4.
Oh, man.
This priest deck is like so frustrating to play against.
Oh, this was not what I expected to see from this turn, though.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Because he's out of Eternal
12,
Servitudes now.
16. Yeah.
So,
Oh.
silence, okay.
So, okay, that doesn't do anything.
Well, as long as we kill this Malygos, it becomes really hard for him to win now. Because he needs to get Malygos off of his spellstones, because he didn't, or he used both the 4 mana ones.
Eternal, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's crazy.
Okay.
Alright, so we're just probably trading everything in, doing some Hellfire stuff.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait, hold on. Do we have lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
We're 3 off
6,
lethal.
15, 18. Yeah. Shit. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trade. Yeah, we can definitely Hellfire.
Yeah, I think we trade all 6 little guys into the Malygos, double Hellfire, and then hit face and hit face.
Mhm.
Dang, we were really close to lethal there. Weird game.
Okay, well. Let's see his Spellstone RNG. Wait, what? It's another one? Okay. I thought he used 2 already.
Oh, I thought he used 2. Oh, that one came from Lyra.
Yeah.
Yikes, alright.
Okay.
So we can technically kill that.
James, yeah.
Are you worried about this living? Because we can go defile. Oh, we don't have enough mana for that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we just Doomsayer and then just eat it. Because then that sets up to. Oh, I think we hit the Malagos.
Yeah. Celiacs? No, no.
Nah.
No point. Because we can't kill it this turn, anyways. He's got a spellstone here. Okay, what the hell?
That doesn't do a lot.
We have like nothing left, right?
Not really, I don't think. I don't really remember what. I think we have 2 cubes in our deck.
Should have one. Well, no, we have one because the Teldrum. Let me see.
Alright, so probably just Hero
Celiacs?
Power, Ziliax, yeah.
Cobalt?
Yeah, I think we have to. Our hand is really bad.
Hold on. 1, 3. Okay, so what we can do is suck and then go free. Yeah.
Do you think that's worth it? Or do we want to save Godfrey for his spellstones? Because I think we could go.
Okay.
We could go like suck, trade in to get the lifesteal hit, and then just cube it.
Okay.
Because then once we kill this cube, we get 2 more Ziliaxes.
Do you want to defile?
Oh, I didn't even consider that. Yeah, I do. I miscounted our mana for some reason. I thought we only had 1.
Yeah. Taking that air damage is like pretty big.
Alright. Hey, that's a good top deck.
He's used 1 Mind Blast too.
Yeah. Ooh, that's annoying.
Oh, let me think. We could trade. Cube.
I think we just
Cube play?
ping it, hit it, and then cube it.
Mhm.
Because that should be fairly difficult for him to deal with.
Mm.
Ooh, he got a melee off of it. So our Godfrey does 2, 4.
Of course, he gets Death Claw.
Yikes. Well, he only has 1 Mind Blast left.
Yep.
So that's good.
The hell?
Okay then. Alright, so how do we clear this? We have to find a way for our Godfrey to clear. So we hit there, that's 1. There, that's 2, 4, so that's 6 there. 6. Oh, okay. So we hit Voidwalker into the Obsidian statue.
Yeah.
And then we hit Voidwalker into the Obsidian statue again. And then we Godfrey. Because our cube will die. And then we will get to... Oh, I didn't consider that happening. Okay. Shit.
Now we can clear it. Defile. And then we can't.
No, I can't. Fuck. Alright, I guess we eat the 4/4 and hope that we live. I don't know how I fucked that up. I didn't expect
So,
the obsidian statue to kill the cube.
yeah, I think there was another way to do it too, but like, regardless.
Fuck.
Yeah, regardless. That was like pretty unlucky.
I'm 90% sure that if that cube didn't get popped by the obsidian statue, that went off and killed everything.
Yeah,
But
what
it
else?
hit it early, because it would have been an extra 2 damage.
Yeah.
Fuck, that feels really bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just unlucky. Dude, that Res Priest deck is so annoying to play against.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't played it this season, but last month I went like 41 and 18 or something with it.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's a good deck. What do you want to keep? Yeah, I think
I think Ooze
keep
is good.
Ooze.
I think Cube is bad. I'm okay with keeping Tal'Daram because depending on the matchup, it might be important. But I'm also
Okay.
okay with getting rid of Tal'Daram. So really just like Ooze, Lackey are good, and then the other two we can get rid of.
Yeah, I think we could have.
Cool. This is overall a pretty good hand.
Until we actually favored. Depending on what kind. I think it's Death Rattle. So we could just tap again here.
Yep. And then this is the turn we learned. So yeah, it is Death Rattle. I guess we just pass.
Yeah. What? He plays Umbra? Okay,
Alright,
well.
I think we have to coin Doomguard that, because that's really scary.
Mhm.
And let's see what we discard.
Oh, that's actually.
Oh,
Really?
nice. Those, like, don't matter at all. That Defile is meh, but the Doomsayer was never really going to do too much for us. Alright, so we could faceless his cube.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like just trading the 5/5s and then facelessing his cube.
Yeah, me too.
And then this Lackey is guaranteed to pull a Void Lord, which means we can also use our Tal'Daram later to get a 3-mana Void Lord. This is gonna be a weird game.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna trade.
Ooh, him having Rexar on 6 is pretty bad for us. Alright, so we have to Lackey, because we only have 1 demon left. So we have to hit that before we draw it.
This is good because if he like, what's that card? The True 7, which kills everything with 2
Crushing
attack.
Walls.
No. The 2/7 minion kills all
Mossy
2.
Horror.
Yeah, if he Mossy Horrors, then
Oh
he
my
gets
god.
out too. Oh,
That's pretty crazy. Alright.
We got it off.
Alright, so I'm looking at just gianting.
Wait, I think. Good tap.
We could tap first also, yeah. This seems really good though. Oh, we have double Void Lord in hand. I think we're in a really good spot as long as he doesn't get like crazy good beasts.
Defile would be sick.
Alright, so I'm thinking,
No matter what we tap, yeah?
well, yeah, I think we probably just tap Ziliax this turn. Ooh, tap Kobold Ziliax.
Into Defile. Still think Celiax.
5, 8, 10. So we can Giant, but he can put us to 10, which is kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's normally... I think that Ziliax is a lot safer, so I like Ziliax. Our hand is going to be full for quite a while, so our Giant is always going to be pretty low-costed. Into Defile would have been pretty funny, though.
Yeah.
Flanking Strike. Another Silence. Well, at least he's using all of his silences on non-Void Lords.
Yeah, but they're wildebeests, so it's like not even in his deck.
Yeah, but at least he's not like holding on to him.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we probably just Void Lord here, trade the Kobold into the 4/2.
Okay. What about Godfrey?
Godfrey will deal 2, 4, 6. Godfrey would leave him with 2 5/5s, which is kind of scary. It gives us our 5/5s too, but I think him having them is scarier than us.
Okay.
Godfrey's good to have as kind of like a last resort clear, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well this makes our Godfrey better. Because that is really important to kill off. So our Godfrey deals 2, 4, 6. Our Godfrey would leave him with 5/5s again, but I think we have to get rid of that.
One, 3. We go again.
6.
We can kill the 3/6, right?
Yeah, maybe we just go... Okay, so I think I like starting with Kobold, because that buffs up our Spellstone to kill in one hit.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I think we just Giant Spellstone the 3/6.
Okay.
Alright.
One, 3.
That seemed alright. This is kind of a scary position, but we do have another Void Lord, so...
Yeah.
This Tall Ram could come in handy too, depending on like what his zombies are, or if our Void Lord ever survives.
Yeah, I think we just need to stabilize. Let's do rush, okay.
Okay. Oh, he's trading. That's really good for us. I'm surprised he did that. Alright, so I'm looking at just Void Lord.
I actually
We could also...
be Godfreying this turn just to reset the board a bit, but then the only problem with that is
I think we
we
want to
both have
Godfrey...
5/5s.
We want to Godfrey
Yeah.
either after these 0/3s are gone, or if we can kill the 5/5s that they spawn as they spawn, What we
Yeah.
could do is either like Void Lord, or we could go like Spear Singer Umbra Taldaram on the Zombiest, because then we also get Lifesteal Rush and a Death Rattle card.
Okay.
I think that could be kind of interesting.
Okay, well, let's just do it for the science.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so Umbra, and
And
then
then Taldaram
Taldaram
on
Death
the
Rattle.
Beast. Yep. The Zombiest guy, yeah. And then we trade that into the 2, or, yeah, so trade that into the 2-1. And then we'll keep this Death and Decay, because this Death and Decay now helps us trigger our Godfrey on those eggs. He also doesn't have damage on board to kill this Umbra, which is kind of crazy, if that lives.
If that lives, that's huge, yeah.
Okay.
Becomes 3. 4, sorry.
Okay, so we're probably never playing Army of the Dead.
Yeah, that's not good.
So we have 1, so we have 2, 4. Okay, we're at a high enough life total now that even though we don't kill the 5/5s that come from the eggs, I would be okay with Godfreying, because we have to kill this 7/4, because otherwise he can do cube stuff with it. And all of our other clears aside from Godfrey are like really inefficient, so I think that we just Godfrey. And at this point, I think we're safe to tap like maybe 1 more time total, so if you want to tap we can, or we can just hold. But we're getting pretty close to fatigue.
I think the longer this goes, the higher chance we lose. How do you like Death and Decay, though?
I like Death and Decay.
Yeah. We just tap. Regardless, though, because he just outvalues us with his DK.
Yeah, that's true. Trading Death and Decay is alright.
Okay, well, at least we get some value.
That's not a card I expected to see.
Is that a builder piece?
Alright, so I'm liking just dropping this Void Lord, I think.
Okay. His 5th out?
Yeah, really, his like 19th owl.
Yeah.
I think as long as we get Gul'dan in the next like 2 or 3 draws, then we have a really good shot at this game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting use of his cube. I'm surprised that didn't go onto a Zombiest.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty annoying.
So...
I think no matter what we tap, yeah?
Yeah, I think this will be our last tap of the game, probably.
Okay. Play this.
Ooh, I kind of like... So, we can go trade Voidwalker into the cube. We can deal 5 to the cube and then Hellfire the board. That's a full clear.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
So now we'll either draw our Gul'dan, or next turn we can play Skull.
And then we can double cube, so it's 15. Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty good.
I assume a cube's going in on that. Oh, it's a charge beast. Okay. That's really scary. Oh, nice. That's exactly what we
Hold
need.
on.
That should hopefully help us live through the charging beasts.
Yep.
Nice, and we got 2 Void Lords. That's pretty good.
Okay. Let's just see how many owls he has now.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's really good. I think as long as we get through this turn with, like, some kind of board, we have a good chance.
Yeah.
That's gonna make it a lot more difficult to have a board, though. It looks like at least one Void Lord's gonna live, though.
What?
Oh god. that's really good. Alright. You know, all in all, that didn't go too badly.
This guy's a god at building beasts.
He really is. Alright, so I think we eat the 4/3.
Mm-hmm.
We play out our skull. And then do you
No.
want to kill charge, or do you want to kill the zombies? Actually, we can do
I
both.
think you can kill both, yeah.
Yeah, we can kill both. We have exact damage. Cool.
Okay, we somehow stabilized.
Alright. That's really good for us, because now this Doomguard's going to come out so we can double cube. I think we win this game now. We finally were able to stabilize for enough turns.
Yeah. He needs like taunts or like lifesteal.
Yeah. He needs like some really big taunts. That one's okay.
That's fine.
Alright.
Okay. So, oh, that's good too. Swing.
Yep. Cube that guy.
Cube. Do you
And
think
then
cube the cube or just dark pact?
I like
Probably
just dark
cube.
pacting.
Okay.
Because then next
Do we
turn
have
we can
lethal?
cube again. We might. 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't think so. A little bit off. That's okay.
Okay, hold on. Do you think suck or
We can do suck
No.
ooze.
yep.
Perfect.
Okay.
There's been a surprising amount of like anti or weapon destruction this like today.
Yeah.
In 2 of our 3 matches we got weapon destructed. Cause like that's where you get almost all of your like your entire deck from, is your skull pulling out stuff. So if you lose
Yeah.
that, it makes games a lot more difficult, which is what happened in that one the warrior match.
And we drew like bottom 5.
Yeah.
Okay, he's dead.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's just stalling us out.
I probably have time for one more, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I am good to go until you're done.
Okay.
I love people that just rope out.
He probably exited, yeah.
Alright, choose your way to win. Nice. Alright, so that went really well. Cool. So yeah, let's just jump in another game.
Yep.
I'm gonna show your list really. I'm gonna go like refresh your list really quick so I know what's in there. But it looked pretty standard. Basically, like the only tech slots you have are like Doomsayer, Tal'Daram, and Umbra. But I think Umbra's pretty core. I like that you run one faceless instead of two. I think two is a little bit overkill a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But I think we could probably try and get rid of these Doomsayers if you wanted, because they haven't gotten a lot of value.
Sure. I actually kind of like keeping DK.
I'm okay with keeping DK. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, I'd throw everything else and just keep the DK. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Doomsayer is good against like aggro, and yeah, like it really helps you kind of like bridge. I don't know what else you could play, like maybe the snail,
Maybe the what?
the 1/2 with poison.
Oh yeah, he's been in even luck before, so he's
Yeah.
not too bad. The thing is, there's not a lot of aggro around right now, because some of the most popular decks are like Odd Warrior, which just crushes it.
Yeah. This guy's no quest.
I'm really surprised that we're running into so many non-quest versions.
Yeah.
I think quest is just like infinitely
Better,
better because it gives
yeah.
you a win condition.
I mean, they have a win condition too. Just bore people to death.
Alright, so we don't tap, and then next turn we just giant.
Yeah.
Cool. And then if this giant lives, we can think about facelessing it. Facelessing it makes us open to brawl, though. So.
Whoa. My house seems like that.
Let's see if he has
Yeah,
the
we
shield
can.
slam.
No, I'm back. We can face this for sure. Oh,
Yeah. Unlucky. We have to play something, so I guess we probably just drop a Doomsayer.
sure.
I don't think that this matchup is very good for us.
I think it is like if we can get like good DK and like we can put pressure on. So maybe we're playing like too much for. I think last game we played for like fatigue. Maybe we don't play for fatigue because he's going to outvalue us with his DK.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's right. We just have to try
Maybe we
and get
can
some
try a
early
different playstyle. Yeah.
Doom Guards.
Mhm. Like you could silence this.
Okay, just gaining a ton of armor.
Okay. So we trade.
So, yeah, we trade, and then hopefully it's a Doom Guard, so we get to faceless it. Nice.
Uh-huh.
We could also go cube Dark Pact after we attack.
Okay.
Yep, I like that. Trade and then cube Dark Pact. We could also consider not cubing, because we can try. So, like, we should have faceless first, but that's okay. What we could have done is gone faceless, see if one of them lives, and the next turn go on Spirit Singer, coin cube. But I think now that we did the damage, we should just go cube Dark Pact.
I also like it's like not dark pacting.
Like not Dark Pacting.
Mm-hmm.
That opens us up to silence, but it's better
Oh, yeah,
versus
he does run silence, right?
the last guy we played with this
Yeah.
deck did. So I would assume he did.
I would
Okay.
be okay with not, because we can maybe faceless it next turn. I think we can hedge our bets. He probably doesn't have it. We shall see.
Okay, it's looking good. Yeah. Because this way, like, even if he brawls, like, how does he win?
Yeah, because our Gul'dan is going to bring back a ton of
Yeah,
Doom Guards at this point.
like, we could even consider not playing Void Lords.
Yeah, I don't think we do. I think this turn, because this is going to live, we go Spirit, Coin, Faceless.
Yep.
And we're going to have a ton of Doom Guards in our res pools.
Holy shit, that's crazy. Yeah. So Spirit. Oh.
Nice. Because we already had one Doom Guard in pool, so now we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorin,
Yep.
if he clears everything, our entire board is going to be more of them.
Yeah. So he needs to, like, brawl into another brawl. That's why I like Umbra. It's so much value when you can pull it off.
Yeah, Umbra Cube is really, really strong. And it's typically even better in this list because, like, in other classes, it's hard to get something good to stick, but with the Skull of Minara, you
Yeah.
get a demon to pull out instantly. Cube is just crazy, though. Cube's gonna be so good until it rotates out.
Well, cubes and naked, like, even naked is 4-6. It's insane.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I think he's a little bit lost on what to do.
Yeah.
His best clear is something like Brawl into Reckless Flurry.
Brawl.
Well, this leaves us with 2 Doom Guards still.
Ooh.
Lackey
We could
only
play
pulls
that,
a Void Lord, right?
I don't know. I think we've only played one Doom card.
I think we've only played one Doom Guard too, actually. Let's tap first and see what we get. Okay, so I'm okay with playing Lackey if you want, but it's pretty marginal.
Now let's play, because I was thinking, like, if he did this way, he's more inclined to be scared to board clear.
That is true.
But next turn we just win.
Okay, so that doesn't do that much.
5, 7.
So we summon 5 more Doom Guards, which is 25 plus. I think we win with Gul'dan.
Either way, it's a play.
Because this should just bring back 5 Doom Guards.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So that's basically how you're supposed to play against warriors. You just get a ton of Doom Guards.
Yeah, I think we just got really unlucky with his, like, he had perfect answers because he had Owl and the Ooze ready,
Yeah,
because it
that
was
other
like
game.
bottom 5. I actually probably have time for one more.
One more?
'cause I
Sounds
was
good.
quick. Yeah.
I think we've done fairly well, though. I don't think we've only had like 1 or 2 major misplays.
Yeah, I think like playing Q block is like just knowing how greedy you can be.
Yeah, it's a lot
Because
about
yeah, it's like how much like can you save your tower drums and your faceless manipulators for like value. Yeah.
Yeah, essentially.
A lot of it is also knowing what kind of AoE you have to play around.
Yeah.
The most difficult matchups are okay. So I like keeping Lackey and Defile and getting rid of Dark Pact. But like the most difficult matchups are definitely ones where your opponent has lots of clears. So stuff like Big Spell Mage, Odd Warrior, Psychic Stream, Priest.
Yeah. Even Big Spell Mage, I think, is like really winnable. Like the good thing about this deck is like any control deck is just winnable, which is nice.
Yeah. Oh hey, we are against Odd Paladin and we kept Defile, so this should be pretty good for us.
Mm-hmm.
The light dims, but we fight.
Reporting for duty.
All right.
Cool.
I'm okay with either tap or Doomsayer here. I think I like saving the Doomsayer for after we go off with Defile, though. Ooh, this is really good. These lackeys are almost guaranteed to pull out Void Lords as well.
Reporting for duty.
Cool.
Alright, so our turn 4 is looking like Defile Hellfire, or Defile Doomsayer, but that gets countered if he has the Divine Shield weapon.
Divine Shield, yeah.
So if you want to play around that, we can Defile now, but I think it's better just to tap and hope he doesn't have it. Because that's a 2 out of basically 30 that he has that in his hand, and then a 1 in 4 that
And
he
he
got the
gets
Divine
it.
Shield.
Yeah. So he gets 100% watch. Okay, we're good.
Lends the sun
Whoa.
well.
One, two.
That's not a card I've seen in a while.
That's crazy. Anyways, we can still really play.
Yep, so Defile Doomsayer. Damn. I wonder if that card's actually any good.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not, but nice to see it show back up. I haven't seen that in literally like 4 years.
Yeah, that's like when I used to play.
God, it's crazy that that card used to be in every deck, and now it's...
Okay, interesting.
Alright, so that means we have to worry about a second owl, because if he runs 1, he might run 2. So, something kind of weird we can do, if you want, is we can cube the Doomsayer. It gets us
Yeah,
a
I was
cube, and then when it
thinking-
dies, it gives us a pretty good board clear. We could also just tap and do nothing.
Or we could Spellstone. We have 2.
Spellstoning is also right. Basically, like, we're just setting. We just have to live to where our possessed lacking can get us our Void Lord, and then we win the game.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with just like Spellstoning the 2/1 or the 1/2.
I think the 2 just so it represents more damage.
Okay. But yeah, so turn 6 we go Lackey. Turn 7 we go Lackey.
Lackey.
Dark Pact most likely.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty. Handle it.
Okay, that's not too scary.
I mean, here's another play.
Yikes. All right, so
Ooh. That's scary. Okay.
considering
Another
that.
play is, I could Spellstone the creature, and the next turn possess Lackey Dark Patch.
I think that's probably the best play, is just this turn to kill the raid leader, and then next turn, as long as we don't draw the 1 in 19 for our Void Lord, this is right.
I'm even gonna tap, just in case.
Yeah. Again, this is all fine as long as we get the Void Lord. Okay, cool.
Silence would be horrific.
Yeah.
He already had 1 though, so I don't think it's right to play around the second.
I don't think people play Void Ripper anymore either.
Yeah, Void Ripper fell out of favor since Druid kind of died.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Druid could be okay.
I don't think it's that bad. It's just
Yeah.
I don't want to be the person to start playing it because I'm not super good at deck building myself. So since everyone stopped playing Druid, it's like
Mhm.
really hard to find lists anywhere.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, this is fine.
Okay. How do you like tap giant?
That's what I was leaning towards, yeah. Because then next turn we get to play just another Void Lord.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
So,
Which of these do you want to trade into?
were you thinking of value trading?
I was considering it. I think it's probably correct, because if you trade into the 4-1, then
Mm-hmm.
his 2-1 and his weapons still go face for 4, but at least now you force something to go into taunt.
Okay.
And then as long as he doesn't set up like a super strong board or have lethal this turn, we go Void Lord into Blood Reaver.
That's still fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so Void Lord and then kill the biggest guy. And then as long as he doesn't have the silence, we should just be able to stabilize.
Yeah. He did Divine Favor. I doubt he runs 2.
Yeah, it's not super common to even run 1, so...
If he Leroy's, no, he still doesn't have enough.
Yeah, Leroy doesn't help him that much. I think that at this point, like, we just win once we go down.
Yeah.
It's going to be really difficult for him to come back from that. Especially because we have Faceless and Cube in our hand.
Yeah, we just have infinite value. He's getting some crazy draws though.
Yeah, I don't think he can get through all the taunt though, so we get to just trade that with our 8-2.
It's probably better if it dies, so. Okay. So 8-2 into 6-6.
Yep. And then we kill off a Voidwalker, and then we go down.
Go down.
Cool.
It's good.
And then I would just kill a 1-1. It's pretty...
Yeah. Like, no way he gets through, but just in case.
Yeah, just in case he has, like, Raid Leader or Frostful Warlord or something. But yeah, there was basically no way for him to get through that.
Yeah. That's pretty successful.
Yep. I think that, the only thing we can really consider is getting rid of the Doomsayers, but the Doomsayer helped in, you know, that matchup, so...
Yeah, I think Doomsayer baits out, like, a lot of removal, or, like, silences. So it's, like, not that bad, but
yeah.
I'll definitely experiment. Maybe I could put in, like, the 1-2 snail, or the, maybe, like, a Spellbreaker, or, like, yeah, maybe, like, a Spellbreaker or something. That might help, but, yeah.
I'm also thinking, we'd have to...
Dream Brewer? Yeah.
We'd have to go through and, like, actually figure it out, and, like, put in more thought than I'm giving it right now. But I think trying to find a way to fit Soul Warden in the deck is really good, because that means that you can, on 5, play Tempo Doomguards. Because a lot of the time we had Doomguards just get stranded in hand. And so Soul Warden will give you the cards back later on, which is pretty good.
Let me look up Soul Warden.
Especially, like, if you get double Soul Warden in there, you can start duplicating pieces depending on what you discard. So, like, you can get multiple Tal'Darams or multiple cubes or stuff.
Okay, interesting. It's 6 mana though. Kind of.
Yeah, it's a little bit up there.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll give that some thought. Let you know how I go. Thanks.
Yep. All right. I'll see you later, man.
All right, catch up. Thanks.
Yep. There we go. All right. So that was a little cube block coaching session with that dude. Basically, we just used like a very standard list. Tal'Daram is really strong, as we learned. It can do a lot of weird stuff, especially in matchups that are also combo reliant. So we had a game versus Death Rattle Hunter where it was. I think we actually didn't use Tal'Daram in that matchup, but we used Cube in a weird way, like Faceless in a weird way in that matchup. So that's kind of interesting. Lots of situations where you can like Faceless an opposing minion and then cube that minion and then start getting copies of that is something to consider. A lot of the time when people are playing this deck, they kind of go all in on using those tools only for demons, and that can be good sometimes, but having Faceless, having Tal'Daram can set up for some really interesting plays that don't typically come up, so that's something to watch out for. Aside from that, this list seems pretty good. I think I'd probably cut down at least one Doomsayer. I really like the idea of trying to find, like, if you get rid of, like, double Doomsayer, you can go Shriek, and then you can get, like, Soul Warden in there for, like, I don't know, let's say we got rid of Tal'Daram, we can throw in a Soul Warden, and then this is where the issue of trying to change this deck comes up, because you have a lot of, like, really core cards. Because now you're starting to make, like, cuts where all your cards are super useful situationally. So, like, getting rid of one Dark Pact in most games won't matter, but sometimes the draw consistency makes that worse. We could also look at other discard cards to try and buff this package a little. So, like, we got rid of double Doomsayer for double Shriek, which is good. They do kind of the same purpose of helping maintain the aggro problem, as well as enabling our Soul Wardens a little bit more. To help the anti-aggro problem a little more, you could consider trying to find room for Soulfires. But Q-Block has been around for, you know, multiple expansions now. It's not really a deck that's going to go away until it rotates, so it's really, really powerful. And hopefully those games that we played give you a little bit of insight into how to play certain matchups. It's not a Q-Block's not a list that I've played a ton of recently, so especially in the first game or two, my commentary and like trying to help him make decisions was a little bit off. But I think through our mistakes and the games that we won, we did pretty well at displaying the deck, how you play it, and some of the things that can go wrong. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like the video, sub on the channel, do any comments, stuff like that that you want. In the description box below, there's going to be a link to the Discord. So if you want to join the Discord, that joins the community as well as opens you up to coaching if you want coaching. And make sure to head over to the Twitch channel where this was all live streamed and follow that as well. So I will see you guys next video.